You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Ferris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris. Good Thunder Road Thursday to you, fine sir.
Hey, no kidding. You guys got a favorite bird?
I do.
Yeah.
Big
the
bird.
eagle.
Big bird.
Okay, there you go. Big
No,
bird.
mine is probably also the eagle.
It's National Bird Day.
Is it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
Do you have a favorite bird, Dan?
Happy
Okay, this could have-
birthday to you.
What does that have to do with anything?
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
How are you married to this?
I do this every year.
It just doesn't stop.
Usually it's just for Heidi, but you got a dose of it too today.
I am a huge fan of the sparrow.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, those things
I
are...
just think they're kind of funky.
Yeah.
They just got to bop around. They don't seem to much care about anything.
Ravens
Yeah.
are pretty cool.
You know,
Parakeets. I don't know. There's a lot
Barn
of cool
swallows
birds.
are fun because they'll just attack everybody. They don't care.
Do like crows, too.
I do.
Yeah, I kind
that's
of like
right.
a good crow.
Celebrating birthdays today. Glad you asked. Loved him in Silver Linings Playbook. He also knocked it out of the park with the reboot of Star is Born. Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
He's 48 today.
Yeah, he did pretty good.
Yeah,
Pretty
he seems
good.
like a nice guy, too.
Yeah, darn good actor. And so is this guy. Holy cow. Hard to believe Robert Duvall is 92 today.
Oh wow.
I believe that. Have you seen him lately? He's
He's looking 92?
rough. Yeah, he looks 92.
Nothing wrong with that.
92 is 92. But Open
Yeah.
Range with Kevin Costner, fantastic movie. And I think my all-time favorite Robert Duvall flick, along with Michael Caine, Secondhand Lions.
Yeah.
That is just absolutely just a ride and a half.
Yeah,
I love
that
that
is-
thing.
That is really good.
And Emmy Award-winning actress, she was Betty Draper on Mad Men, January Jones.
Oh, she's from Sioux Falls.
That's why I'm mentioning it. Yeah, she's a graduate of Roosevelt High School, as a matter of
Yeah.
fact. She's 45 today. You know, she was also in We Are Marshall. She was in a bunch of movies. She was in Dirty Dancing.
She was in Dirty Dancing?
Yes, she was. Yes.
Not the one from the 80s, though, like a reboot or the one from the 80s?
Don't you know yet not to ask me questions?
Well, no.
My interest only goes so far.
So she was born in January.
No.
Didn't you say her birthday is now?
Yeah.
It's January.
But I didn't say she was born in January.
Oh. You know, she's 5'6". I'm just reading here about
Okay,
her.
that'd be great, John. Let me know when you're done. Okay, here we go. Little taste of history. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah. Happy
Yeah.
This was brilliant, by the way. 1914, this day. Henry Ford,
Yeah.
who was really kind of a jerkwad.
Really?
Henry.
What?
I didn't know that.
He was?
Oh, yes. Yeah, oh,
I
yes.
didn't know that.
Yeah, he wasn't, not exactly a savory character.
That
Brilliant.
makes me sad.
Well, I'm sorry, Heidi. It's okay. Not a bad guy. He just did some kind of
Shady
things.
stuff. Kind of shady.
Henry Ford announces, and this was huge, announces his $5 minimum per day wage.
Yeah.
Doubled most of his workers paid.
Yeah.
Doubled it.
Yeah.
From $2.40 for a 9-hour day to $5 for an 8-hour day. He calculated they'd use that extra loot to buy his cars.
Exactly.
And they did.
Oh, they sure did.
It was huge.
And it also kind of set the bar for a lot of other companies to do the same kind of things.
Yeah, it was a big deal. 1936 or 46, because I can't read my writing. The FCC hears the first transmission of FM radio.
Oh, yeah.
Blew them away with clear, static-free signal.
Yeah.
And I remember that would have been, mid-60s maybe?
Yeah.
Get a call, a friend of mine, hey, you got to come over, whatever. And at that point, I'm listening to top 40 pop music, whatever, on AM radio stations. You know, through the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
And we go down into my buddy's basement. Turns on the stereo. You got to listen to this. It's like, what is this?
Yeah.
What is this? You're tuned to KQ92, Golden
Yeah.
Valley, Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Who is this Led Zeppelin we speak of?
Yeah.
This Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
I mean, it changed my life, and I would have
Yeah.
been maybe 11 or 12 years old.
Yeah.
First taste of FM radio.
Yeah.
Because it just kind of laid there in a ditch for years.
It did.
Right.
Not a lot of people were doing much with it. But,
Yeah. And then when it first came out, when people would apply for a license for an AM radio station, they would give them an FM station instead, and they were mad. They're like, I don't want that. So
yeah,
like
people
our
didn't know what to do with it.
Our license, AM 1520, they wanted an FM signal or wanted an AM signal. They got an FM signal instead.
Okay, and on a sad note, to wind things up, here was this day in 1943. George Washington Carver passes away.
No.
I bring him up because he did a lot of stuff with peanuts.
A ton of
Yes.
Stuff, and a lot of his research was based on, hey, what do we do with peanuts? Let's do that. Like, without George Washington Carver, we might not have a jar of Skippy or Jif sitting in the kitchen.
Yeah, no kidding.
Peanut butter stuff, which I am a big fan of.
I'm
Also,
a fan too.
he's a
I
fan.
like peanut butter.
Yeah, it was weird. The funeral was a little bit awkward. He stuck to the lid of the coffin.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
Hey,
that's
I-
awesome.
I'm just going to sit over here and be proud of myself.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Dan. Hey, Dirty Dancing Havana Nights is what January Jones was in.
God, nobody cares anymore.
Well,
John,
I just
but
wanted
thanks.
to. I wanted to let you
that
know.
was so.
That, you
It
know
was from
what?
two-
Yesterday's news,
It
dude.
was from 2004. I just want to make sure we set the record straight.
Yeah, okay.
She was in, but it was a different one.
That's
so.
okay. She's not coming home, John.
It says right on here she was born in South Dakota.
Yeah, Hecla, actually.
Yeah, good job, Dan.
Whatever. I'm a
It's
stalker.
like you do some research around here.
Stalker.
She's getting one of my bath bombs.
I know. You know. We all know. We just bounce ahead here.
All right, it is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Super excited to visit right now with a very funny comedian, Mr. Dan Bublitz Jr. He is also one of the founders of Snow Jam Comedy Festival. Dan, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great. How are you, John?
I am great. I tell people all the time, I've known Dan since he was a little boy. We both grew up in the same town, not too far from each other, really. And I was so
pretty much
excited.
same neighborhood.
I was so excited when you guys a couple of years back said, hey, we got this idea for the Snow Jam Comedy Festival. And it's just been really fun to see what this has become. But for somebody who maybe has never heard of this, they don't know anything about it, explain, what is Snow Jam Comedy Festival?
Well, Snow Jam Comedy Festival is an annual comedy festival that takes place right here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. It was it kind of stemmed from a joke that somebody made on social media. We thought, they made a joke about wanting to do a comedy festival at the worst time of the year in South Dakota. And I thought that was a great idea. And so me, along with that comedian, Timmy Williams, and then Nathan Holtz, we got together and we founded Snow Jam Comedy Festival. But it's an annual comedy festival that runs 3 days in January. It's the third weekend of January. But it's a big fundraising event. So we bring over 30 comedians from across the U.S. and Canada to Sioux Falls to perform at shows and showcases throughout the course of 3 days. And then the money that we make, the net proceeds that we make from the event, we donate to local charities. We're going into our 8th year for this event coming up later this month. And since our inception, we've raised over $20,000 for charities in the Sioux Falls community.
I love that.
And so we're very excited to be doing something so great in the community. We're bringing great entertainment to Sioux Falls, and we're benefiting nonprofits and charities within our community. So we're doing something great for the community.
It really is a wonderful thing. And this is one of the things that I love meeting the people who are coming here because they're paying to come here to help us raise money for something in Sioux Falls, and they get to meet other comedians who are also doing that. So they get to meet some really, really cool people. But the caliber of individuals that you're going to meet through Snow Jam Comedy Festival, top-notch, some of the greatest people I've ever met. They're just some great, great people.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Great people. And it's always funny because when they come to Sioux Falls, they don't know what to expect. And one thing that we've heard time and time again throughout the years of doing this festival is that when they get here and they see Sioux Falls and they go explore and they do the different things, they just love Sioux Falls. I've heard comics that have come to the festival say that, they, almost want to move to Sioux Falls because it's such a great city.
Oh, yeah.
And, and the comedy scene within Sioux Falls is so great. There's a lot of great talent that's right there in Sioux Falls. So it's always great, though, to have that, the word I'm looking for is
reinforcement. You're hearing
reinforcement. There we go. Thank you.
No,
thank you for the assist.
No, it's happy to help. No, it is really cool. And this is one of the things that's neat. I've talked to comedians who they sent their video to Snow Jam Comedy Festival the last couple of years, and they finally made the cut this year, because this isn't something where everybody that sends a video gets to go. They select the best of the best of the best of the best. And I don't remember which comic it was, but it said it's submitted in the past and didn't make the cut. And he's so excited to be here this year. And he said, the word is out about this festival. It is one of the greatest festivals. And he said, you guys just do so many things right. So kudos to you and the other people who plan this thing. This is something you work on year round, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. As soon as we're done with this coming festival here at the end of the month, we pretty much take a week off. Maybe a little more time than that, but we immediately start planning for next year.
You're taking a week off. Do you remember last year? I'm not even kidding. I was on the board last year. So we get done with the festival. The next morning was it 8 a.m.? We get together for our first meeting. It's literally the very next morning. Everybody's so tired. Some people all wrinkled clothes, didn't even get to take a full night's sleep. I'm like, why are we having this meeting so early?
That's because that is our annual breakfast closeout meeting that we do. We've been doing that meeting since the beginning. And obviously over the years we've grown. It was, the first couple of years it was just Timmy, Nathan, and I. And now we've grown. We're a full 503c1 nonprofit, or a 501(c)(3) nonprofit. There we go. Can't get my words out right this morning. But we're a full-on nonprofit ourselves, and so we have a board of directors and planning committees and all that. But so we've grown throughout the years, and like I said, that breakfast is kind of just our tradition. We call it a meeting, but it's really just our way of like, hey, we're gonna just go have breakfast and kind of hang out, and maybe talk a little bit about the weekend to see what we can do or whatever. But it's funny that you say, because it's always so early, and that's because everybody, we're trying to get people out of Sioux Falls.
Yeah,
do all the things. And
no, it is a great event. So again, kudos to you and all of the people who helped put this event together, and a huge thank you to all the sponsors who helped sponsor the event. Huge thank you to all the comics who come to Sioux Falls to actually do the event. And again, you guys do some really neat stuff. And also thank you to everybody who buys a ticket. And that's what we're going to say right now. If you'd like to, there's still a few tickets available, right?
Oh, absolutely. And one thing that I always recommend for people, if you want to come to the entire event, your best option, it's the best value. We have VIP badges. There's two tiers. We have the platinum tier, the gold tier. The gold tier is $50. It gets you into all the showcases. The platinum tier, it's $75. Gets you into every Snow Jam event. It's like the ultimate level of VIP. So it's a great value because tickets range for all these shows. They're $10 to $25 for all the various shows throughout the weekend. Because we have the showcases with the comics that are coming in from all over the country, but we also have headliners coming in. This year we have Jackie Cation coming in. She's one of our major headliners. She's going to be doing her podcast, a live recording of her podcast called The Dork Forest, which is going to be great. We also have Miss Shannon coming in. She's another fantastic headliner from the region. She's based out of the Twin Cities. Fantastic comedian. So get those badges, because that's going to give you access to pretty much everything. And we only sell a limited number of those badges because they're such a great commodity for the festival. So get them while you can.
Many of these shows sell out, so you don't want to wait until the very end, because then you're going to be sitting outside going, well, sounds like they're having fun in there. I've actually been the one sitting at the door telling people, sorry, sold out, there's no room for you. And it makes people sad. We want to make people happy, so get your tickets early. SnowJamComedyFest.com. Dan, thank you again, sir.
Thank you. It was a pleasure talking to you, John.
Absolutely. Again, Dan Bublitz Jr., and he's one of the founders of Snow Jam Comedy Festival. Get your tickets now at snowjamcomedyfest.com. Again, it's SNO, snowjamcomedyfest.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this Thunder Road Thursday?
Well, let's say before we dig in, we give away a $25 gift card to
Here we go.
Let's do
Thunder
it.
Road. Burn up however you choose. Man, oh man, oh man. Several thousand square feet of indoor fun.
Oh, yeah.
Bowling and laser tag and axe throwing and grab a beer. You can go and get some fantastic food out of the grill. I mean, it's
a good place.
It's all that and a side of fries.
Yeah.
Literally.
Really good fries.
Congratulations to Wesley Dargavalt.
Woo!
All right, Wesley.
Wesley.
Warming up in style.
I'd say we'll get that in the mail to you, but that all depends on when John picks them up.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Note to self. Do your job today, John. Okay, I will.
Well, the naming contest has come to an end. This has turned into a big deal.
Yeah.
Actually naming cities' plows, snow plows.
This is so... Some of these are dumb, but
Yeah,
some of them are really cute.
But they're doing it all over the Midwest now.
Yeah.
It started out with just kind of a peep a few years ago, and
I
now
think
it's
Michigan started it.
like a big deal.
And now we're all doing it.
Naming contest, and it's put on by the South Dakota Department of Transportation at this point because we've gone statewide. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
They received over 650 entries this year, submitted by individuals, families, elementary classrooms, senior living centers, businesses across the entire state. And here's
We should really get in on this. We should submit names next year.
yeah, okay, I'd love to, John, but that's a year away, and I really don't care.
All right.
Aberdeen, Luke Icewalker.
Okay, that's cute.
Okay,
I like that.
All right, Belfouche area. Their main plow is now named Catch My Drift.
Oh, I like that.
Nice.
Custer, Black Hills Gold Rush.
Yeah. Black Hills Cold Rush.
Here you go, John. Where your mother used to be mayor, Huron.
Yeah.
Your mother used to be mayor.
She was never the mayor. But
Got a little plow running around there called Thawsome. Get it? Thawsome.
Oh,
Awesome.
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 Okay, I see.
Play on words there.
Yeah,
I like
all right.
Okay. This is my personal favorite. Mitchell area, congratulations. Sleetwood Mac.
yeah. And
Okay, that's
good.
great.
Yeah.
Millbridge is rocking Snow Force 1 this year.
Snow Force
Snow
1.
Force 1.
Pier did a pretty nice job. Pier area, if you're headed that way, you may see their main little plow on the prairie.
Yeah, you'd think that'd be more of a DeSmit thing, but I like it. I like it.
Rapid City area, and I think this may be a repeat from a year or two ago. The Betty White Out.
Yeah. Betty Whiteout. Nice.
Watertown is working with a Snowmigator. Winter Plowabunga.
Cloud dude.
Kind of like that. Yankton is rolling with 605 Polar Express.
Yeah.
And Sioux Falls has got Blizzard Buster.
Blizzard Buster.
Blizzard Buster.
Look out for these, by the way. You don't want to run into one of them. I did it once. Not a good idea.
He knows from experience.
You ever run into a plow, Dan? Don't.
Wow. No.
Trust me. Don't.
I think I would have remembered that.
I
Yeah, you
remember.
would've.
It was bad. It was not good. Totaled Heidi's car.
Almost decapitated himself.
Yeah. It's not a good thing. Don't do that.
Yeah, give them the room they need. They're bigger than you, and they're getting some important stuff done.
Don't crowd the plow, is what they're
That's
saying.
exactly right.
Do the right thing. It's the right thing to do.
Hey, that's whose quote is
A
that?
wise man once
John
said.
said,
Oh, you guys.
a 1,000-mile journey begins with the first stop.
Oh, shucks, you two. Well, Dan, thanks for coming in, man.
Thanks for having me. We'll catch up with you tomorrow, which is Friday, by the way, so always looking forward to that.
Nice. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Thursday, January 5th, 2023. Equity markets tried to rebound Wednesday, but were cut short by the FOMC minutes. The minutes were released late in the day and confirmed the market's expectation that interest rates would remain elevated for some time. As it is, the estimates have the FOMC policy peaking above 5% in 2023 and ending the year at or above 4.5%. The takeaway is the FOMC could begin to ease back on policy by the end of the year, but there are risks in that outlook. If inflation is not tamped down before they begin to ease, the economic acceleration that follows will drive another round of high prices. The next hurdle this week is on Friday with the release of the NFP report. The NFP should show another month of strong job gains and wage increases, both good and bad for the economy. A weaker than expected report might be good news, and it would show current FOMC policy is affecting the inflation situation. You can get the inside track in your inbox at marketbeatminute.com.